Squads, and welcome to today's review video. A few months ago, I wanted to make my videos and photography cooler. I've been into photography on a professional level for many years. I'm just starting to get back into it, and I thought I need to make my pictures and videos pop. I need something to make it a little cooler. And there's nothing that makes your videos more cool than having smoke. So a few months ago, I received the 𝐲𝐿ENS smoke machine version B. And right off the back, there was a problem with it. The smoke that came out of it absolutely stank. And I was a little bit concerned that it probably shouldn't do that. I spoke to a few people and it could be a damaged coil or whatever. A bit disappointing, but I used it and I made a few videos and I made a few pictures with it, and it was okay, you know. And then it stopped working. So I reached out to 𝐲𝐿ENS and I sent them an email and I said, look, obviously I'm a YouTuber, I've received this, here's the details of how I got it, blah, blah, blah. It's not working. Can you help me out, guys? Now, it did start to rework, but sporadically, and the smell is just appalling. It's acrid. I received no reply. So I thought, that's okay. Sometimes these things happen. So the next time that they posted something on social media, I just dropped a little comment saying, hi guys, look, I've got a real problem with my 𝐿ENS smoke machine B, as it's called. Can somebody reach out and help me? I sent you a couple of emails, sent you a couple of DMs, nothing. So then this company called PMI slid into my DMs and said, we've seen that you've got a problem with your 𝐿ENS machine. Would you like us to send you the PMI Smoke Ninja theatrical fog generator? And I said, well, ideally I'd like to, resolve it with 𝐿ENS, potentially, let's try and... Anyway, I couldn't resolve it with 𝐿ENS. So I said to PMI, go on then, let's have a look at it and let's compare the two. So this video is a tale of how things went from very cool to very sad to very cool again. I received the PMI, the Practical Magic and Innovation Smoke Ninja, just last week, and already it's outshone the 𝐿ENS. And I don't want to make this video too much about the comparison between the two. What I'm going to say before I move on though is it is better than the 𝐿ENS machine in every way. It's smaller, it's lighter, it offers much better quality smoke. It's got a magnetic mount, it's got a remote control, it doesn't stink, it works. But the quality and density of certainly of the dry ice, which is the main one that I use, far outstrips anything that the 𝐿ENS machine ever produced, even on day one. So what's in the box? Well, you will receive in your box an instruction manual. You'll receive the Smoke Ninja. You'll receive some smoke shaping nozzles. What these essentially do is, if you want to put the smoke downwards, obviously the ideal, should I say, is that you don't tilt the machine. You try and keep the machine upright as much as possible. So these smoke bending or direction nozzles will enable you to do that. So there's ones where it can point down to the ground, ones where it can point up into the sky. It can add dry ice, it can add a layer of fog to the bottom, etc, etc, etc. You've also got charging kits and a 200-minute bottle of liquid, which will generate 200 minutes of smoke, or I believe 200 minutes of continuous use. In my testing, it seems to be quite efficient on how much it actually uses in comparison to how much is in that bottle, so that's brilliant. So some spec and further details. It measures only 14 centimeters tall and is smaller than the Smoke 𝐲𝐿ENS, also from PMI. Super portable, easy to hide, and obviously with the remote control, it means that you can put it somewhere on set, hide it, and then trigger it when you need, take your picture or your video, and it's brilliant. And I've done this on a couple of the videos, so if you're able to see it on any of the videos, please let me know. But on the majority of the videos that you can see where there is smoke, apart from obviously where the camera's facing it direct, I am triggering it remotely. Although to be fair, you probably won't see that in this video thinking about it because they are for other videos of other products. It's obviously got a magnetic mount, as I mentioned, which again is brilliant for hiding it, triggering it, away you go. So according to Smoke Ninja, it's highly efficient and consumes only 0.5 milliliters of smoke per minute. delivering 200 minutes on a single 100 milliliter bottle. And additionally, the chamber will deliver over 100 hours of use. It's got a smart interface as well. So you press the button to turn it on and it will tell you what mode it's on. You've got 3 different modes, the battery, the status, etc. It charges with the USB-C cable, so there's no need to take the batteries out, put them in a specific charger. Thankfully, one of my bugbears currently is a lot of companies are still using micro USB for interfaces and chargers. PMI don't do this. They use a USB-C, which is brilliant. So what modes does this offer? Well, it's got 3 modes. We've got fog, dry ice, and steam. What are those modes? I hear you cry. So the fog mode is textured smoke, ideal for portrait photography. The dry ice mode is liquid-like smoke, ideal for product and food photography, hence why that's the main one that I've been using. And then the steam is, again, textured smoke effect, ideal for portraits. So that gives a thinner smoke effect over a bigger area faster. The dry ice is the really thick, concentrated in a small area. And obviously the fog is a mixture of the two. The runtime for the fog is 60 seconds, the dry ice is 30 seconds, and the steam is 120 seconds. And again, that just comes back to what I've just been saying. The dry ice is the thicker, heavier application. The fog is in between, and then the steam is the lighter version. So you've got 2 LEDs up either side. And that tells you, they call that the health bar. The colour changes according to the output mode selected. Fog is white, dry ice is blue, and steam is orange. Obviously, we spoke about the run times before it needs a bit of a cool down and going again. What will happen as well is if you exceed the run time, it will stop and it will flash red at you. Now, some people might think, oh, what have I done? Have I done? That's just basically telling you you've exceeded the run time. Just give me a minute to cool down and we'll go again. It does have a trigger button on the back if you wanted to trigger it manually with your hand. And for anybody that does pick one of these up, when it comes to the different nozzles, again, what's recommended is for fog, they recommend either the jet tip or no nozzle. For dry ice, the liquid nozzle, which is the one in the majority of the pictures and videos that you've seen. And then for steam, there is a jet tip, which does exactly what you think. It blasts the steam out like a jet. So practical use of this. Obviously, it's going to be mainly for photography, but you can also use it to fill up a small room. 𝐿ensGO do have another machine, the 𝐲𝐶𝐿, which is for bigger rooms. This is really for more sort of smaller rooms and smaller areas, which is why it's perfect for somebody like me, who is essentially doing it for product and portrait photography only at this moment in time. However, moving forwards, if I wanted to shoot a theatrical video in a larger set, I would use the 𝐲𝐿 because that would be able to fill a bigger room more efficiently. That's not to say that this can't, this can, but obviously it's picking the right tool for the right application. A lot of photographers tend to travel to other countries, and this is safe to carry on flights without any issues. And that goes the same for all the 𝐲𝐿 smoke machines as well, not just this. So that's sort of an overview of it. What's it really like? Because I can read out a spec and I can tell you about this and I can tell you about that, but I don't really care about that, do you? What you really care about is it any good? And I guess we're at the question now that we always come to in these reviews. Should I buy it? And the simple answer is yes. If you are somebody who's into photography, who wants to sometimes create a different effect with some of your pictures, this is the machine for you. Don't consider any other. This is the one, without any shadow of a doubt. If you're somebody, again, that's creating B-roll videos and wants to add something a little bit different to a model or to a product, to food, put it in a glass, there's loads and loads and loads you can do with this. This is again going to be the thing for you. The only time I would say potentially you shouldn't buy it is if you want to fill up a much larger space, and in which case I would still say go with PMI and I would say go for the 𝐲𝐿 because that's what it's designed for. But ultimately, this review's come about by accident. This review isn't a review that should happen. I should be sat here now reviewing the 𝐿ensGO machine, and only because of the poor customer service received from 𝐿ensGO and the incredible service received from PMI is this video even happening in the first place. I'm a big advocate for products go wrong all the time, people make mistakes, It happens. However, the most important thing when that does happen is that the issue is put right, and put right ideally swiftly. I've sent 2 emails to 𝐲𝐿ENS and I've sent loads of direct messages and none of them have been responded to. This company then saw I was struggling and immediately stepped in and said, look, we want to help you out. There was no pressure on me to make a review video. There was no pressure to say, look, we'll send you on, but you have to do this. All these thoughts are my own. 𝐲𝐿ENS will not see this video until it goes out. It is what it is. It's a brilliant machine from a brilliant company with brilliant customer service, and I cannot recommend it highly enough. If I've done enough to warrant you clicking subscribe, leaving a comment, leaving a like down below, I'd really appreciate that you do that. If I haven't, that's okay. I'm going to keep trying, and maybe in the next video, I'll get that from you. Now, speaking of the next video, just before I finish this video, we are fast heading towards, and I can't quite believe I'm saying this, 20,000 subscribers. I was going to do a giveaway at 10,000, but I'm nearly at 12,000 already, so I really can't keep up. However, I have a 4K sub-250 camera drone to give away when we hit 20,000 subscribers. That review video should be coming probably next week now, so do keep an eye out for that. In it will be the details of how you can win it. I'm going to mention it probably every video and every post I put out there, so please do bear with me. But I want everybody to have as much of an opportunity as possible at winning this thing. I did my initial flight with it yesterday, and I've put a shorts on YouTube, Instagram and TikTok, and I've asked you to try and name what 4K camera drone this is. Go and check it out, see what you think of the quality of it. The review will come and will come soon, and in the review will be the details of how you can win it. In the meantime, you've all been absolutely incredible. I've been Quads, and until next time, peace.